Latvian football is probably not the top of your list of footballing nations, having only ever qualified for one major tournament in Euro 2004. The Baltic nation has much more success in other sports like basketball and ice hockey. However, football remains a massive sport in the nation. So let's head to the Latvian capital Riga, where you would have found their most successful football club in the country's post-Soviet era, Skonto. Skonto Football Club was founded officially in 1991 and were the first ever post-Soviet era champions of Latvia. The history of Skonto goes back to the late 80s and a youth team based in Riga. Skonto wasn't the club's original name, and much like FC Sheriff from Moldova, it was named after a company. Skonto Group goes back to the collapse of the Soviet Union and the mad rush for former state assets in a mad dash to bring about a capitalist system as quickly as possible. Skonto Group's main business is construction, and it is actually registered in the United Kingdom as an overseas business. The original founder of Skonto Group was Guntis Indriksons, and like the current president of the Russian Federation, worked for the KGB. Indriksons worked out of both Moscow and Riga, and after the fall of the USSR, Indriksons would set up Skonto to pursue his business interests, which included football. Skonto Football Club from its foundations were successful and would go on from 1991 to win every Latvian league championship until 2005. They won the league title for 14 straight years. Skonto almost qualified for the Champions League in 1999, but lost 3-0 to Chelsea in the final qualifying round for that year. Skonto's impact on Latvian football was so big that a majority of that Latvian squad from Euro 2004 had played for Skonto either professionally or at a youth team level. By 2005, Skonto were in trouble. Not only did they lose their league title to FK Liepājas Metalurgs, the club had never truly been a profitable venture. The owner, Indriksons, was done. He sold the club in 2010, but remained its president. Plus, he was also the head of the Latvian FA, which brought a conflict of interest, although he had been Latvian FA president, or Latvian Football Federation president, since 1996, which brings into question how legitimate some of those Skonto victories were. The club would win only one more Latvian League Championship in 2010, becoming 15-time league champions and Latvia's most successful club of the post-Soviet era to this day. Skonto's decline started in 2012 when new anti-corruption laws were passed in Latvia, meaning that if Skonto's president Indriksons wanted to carry on in his role as Latvian Football Federation president, he would have to relinquish control of Skonto Football Club. Skonto would win its very last trophy in 2013, the Latvian FA Cup, with sponsors of the club deserting them in 2012. Skonto couldn't make ends meet and players were not getting paid salaries or bonuses, with some taking the club to court. Despite finishing second in Latvia's Liga and qualifying for Europe, UEFA disqualified them on the grounds of their imploding finances. The club continued to limp forward through to 2015, finishing second once again in the Liga and being able to gain this time a license to play in European competition. They did not qualify for that season's Europa League. But it was in 2015 when the Latvian Football Federation lost its patience with the club and threw the club out of Latvia's top flight, so for the first time it would play in Latvia's first league, the second tier of Latvian football. The spiralling debts led to the club declaring bankruptcy in 2016 when it was eventually dissolved, ending the tale of Latvia's most successful football club. In the modern day, Latvia has two football clubs that can trace their lineage back to Skonto. One is Riga Football Club, which was founded in 2014 and play at the Skonto Stadium. They've won the Latvian Liga 3 times in 2018, 2019 and 2020, but haven't won it since and were runners-up last in 2024. The other club with links to Skonto are Latvia's current league champions, Football Club RFS, which was founded in 2005, but it has its origin in Skonto Junior Football Club, and by 2003 its coach and several players broke away from Skonto to form FSK Daugava, as a footballing school, which in turn would become a semi-professional football club in 2005 and change its name to Rigas Futbola Skola, or RFS, in 2011. They are the current Latvian Liga champions.